revolving around just not dying, and that's not living.
Now, after a life marked by much tragedy, she has very sadly died at the age of only 56.
In the wake of Sinead O'Connor's tragic and untimely death, the music world mourns the loss of an iconic artist. But her passing has also sparked intense speculation as she was very vocal about the darker side of the entertainment industry. Many speculate that Sinead's candid revelations about the music industry being finished, along with the claims of exploitation of young girls for harmful images, have raised questions about the role of Hollywood in her life and death. Join us as we delve deep into the enigmatic world of showbiz and uncover the chilling truths that seem to be behind the tragic fate of this legendary singer. Sinead O'Connor burst onto the music scene at the age of 20 with her debut album, The Lion and the Cobra, in 1987. With her iconic shaved head and fiery temperament, she quickly made a name for herself. Over the course of her record-setting career, O'Connor released an impressive 10 studio albums. However, it was her unforgettable rendition of Prince's power ballad, Nothing Compares to You, 3 years later, that catapulted her to international stardom and made her a household name. In a statement, the singer's family expressed their profound grief and requested privacy during this challenging period. It is with great sadness that we announce the passing of our beloved Sinead. Her family and friends are devastated and have requested privacy at this very difficult time. While expressing her understanding of the musical industry on The Late Late Show, Sinead revealed that the music industry had lost its substance because all the talent has opted to worship fame. To add to that, Sinead was faced with backlash from many well-known musicians because of her controversial remarks. Miley Cyrus was quite annoyed with the headline star that she refused to answer questions related to her during Banger's album.
Kiss and make up at some point?
I don't know. Are we supposed to kiss? I thought she wasn't.
Sinead O'Connor exposed the sinister intent of the Hollywood industry in exploiting young women for their beauty, even in songs that had no lyrical relevance to them. Her courageous stance against such manipulative practices shed light on the dark underbelly of the entertainment world.
It's appropriate for 20-year-old women to be asked to lick sledgehammers in videos for songs that have no lyrical reference to any such thing in them.
In a sea of countless celebrities, Sinead O'Connor stood out as a fearless voice, unafraid to challenge the music industry's suspicious ways. She dared to speak up about the inappropriate intentions of music executives, who seemed eager to exploit young and underdeveloped girls for the sake of the audience.
It's an exploitation of somebody who's possibly a little too young to understand the dangers of allowing oneself to.
However, speculations and theories surrounding the sudden demise of the iconic singer have gripped the world, with news anchors adding fuel to the fire by exploring the most probable reasons that could have played a pivotal role.
It would run and run until she tore up a picture of the Pope live on TV in the US in protest of the abuse of children by Catholic priests.
One of the reasons people assume is responsible is the tragic death of her son, Shane O'Connor, in January 2022, which is believed deeply affected her. In a heart-wrenching announcement on Twitter, she revealed that Shane died by suicide at the age of 17, just days after he had gone missing. Sinead wrote in a since-deleted tweet, "My beautiful son, Nevi Imnesta Ali Shane O'Connor, the very light of my life, decided to end his earthly struggle today and is now with God. May he rest in peace, and may no one follow his example. My baby, I love you so much. Please be at peace." In her final and heartbreaking video, about 17 days before her passing, Sinead bared her soul, sharing the devastating impact her son's suicide had on her. Despite her raw emotions, she bravely opened up about the toll it took on her, physically and emotionally.
The way your kid unfortunately passing away, it isn't good for one's body or soul.
In her emotional video posted on her Facebook page, she addressed her fans while having a complete mental breakdown. The pop star idol cried her eyes out, remembering all the mental and physical challenges she had faced during her lifetime.
Revolving around just not dying, and that's not living.
Sinead O'Connor confessed that she felt abandoned by her own family and friends. Despite the pain and isolation, she expressed love towards those who have caused her so much suffering. Her candid words reflect the immense emotional turmoil she was going through.
The people that are doing this to me, I'm not staying alive for me. For me, if it was me, I'd be gone straight away back to my mom.
fans believe that the star's tragic loss of her dear son propelled her over the bridge. Nothing can ever compare to the pain of losing your child, no matter what age. May you find perfect peace and happiness with your precious son, Shane. Prayers for all Sinead's family and loved ones. As you might already know, in 2007, the star spoke about her bipolar disorder during an appearance on The Oprah Winfrey Show and said she experienced thoughts of suicide and overwhelming fear before her diagnosis nearly 4 years beforehand. It's like being a bucket with holes in it, just leaking tears from every pore. However, Sinead O'Connor's fans believe that her struggles with mental illness were justifiable, considering the tumultuous past she had with her mother and the lack of respect and mistreatment she endured from the music industry. One of them tweeted, "Considering how maltreated she was by the industry and in general, it wouldn't be odd if Sinead O'Connor killed herself or overdosed." Many of you might remember that Sinead O'Connor, the punk pop star, made headlines on October 3, 1992, when she defiantly ripped up a photo of Pope John Paul II on a live show. This audacious act seemed to have a profound impact on her career. You see, despite scoring a massive hit with her cover of Prince's song just 2 years earlier, the backlash from her SNL appearance castigated her publicly. O'Connor's protested against child crimes committed and covered up allegedly by the Catholic Church in Ireland. It seemed like the power-ups wanted to silence her voice because Far Out magazine reported that she was banned from the show after her bold stunt. The infamous moment Sinead O'Connor was banned from Saturday Night Live for calling out the Pope. A fan quoted her response to the banishment, word to word, "They broke my heart and they killed me, but I didn't die. They tried to bury me. They didn't realize I was a seed." Sinead O'Connor, in a bold and heartfelt gesture that surely caught the attention of the world's elites, Sinead O'Connor stood out at the RTE Choice Music Prize last year. Expressing her gratitude to the Irish community, she dedicated her prize to the Ukrainian refugees in the camps, as reported by The Sun. She declared, "And I want to dedicate it to each and every member of Ireland's refugee community. Not just the Ukrainian ones, you're all very welcome in Ireland." In an old interview with The Guardian, Sinead accepted that she was actually quite tricky and controversial. She alluded that her radical voice rubbed many people the wrong way. Evidently, it appears that the music industry, in its pursuit of profits and power, resorted to its usual tactics of demonizing personalities, manipulating narratives, and shifting blame onto mental illness. Sinead O'Connor's experiences with the industry might have been marred by such practices, contributing to the challenges she faced. A fan reported Glenn O'Doyle's iconic remarks to such underhanded elitist campaigns. I think Glennon Doyle said it best. "Why is everyone saying Sinead battled her own demons? She was one of the very few brave enough to battle real demons, child predators, those who protected them in God's name, homophobia, greed that kills. She battled demons, yes, but there were us, not her, and bipolar and PTSD are not inner demons. Please let us stop demonizing brave women while they live and then sainting them after they die. Please let us honor Sinead by honoring our next inconvenient prophet in real time." Tilda Glennon Doyle. The Voice of Change artist was also a feminist in nature, and she took part in many rallies against conservative laws. But the artist refused to label herself as such, she told The Guardian in 2014. "I don't think of myself as being a feminist, so I don't really think about feminism a whole lot, to be honest. I wouldn't label myself anything." Sinead O'Connor's unyielding activism and personal openness about her tumultuous experience profoundly impacted the public. Even before capital A was legalized in Ireland, she fearlessly marched with A-rights protesters, advocating for change in Irish law.
If you're going to admit that a girl who's been should be allowed to leave the country for having why not come right out and admit she should be allowed to have it here?
She explained her narrative by saying, "The whole issue is pro-choice. I wouldn't lobby for or against abortion, but I would lobby very strongly for the right of women to have control over their own bodies and make decisions for themselves. Nobody has the right to tell anyone else what to think or believe." All in all, Sinead was a force to be reckoned with in her career and her beliefs. It is not out of the realm of possibility that Hollywood might have a hand, considering that Sinead has loudly denied each and every narrative the industry has pushed on her. As the cause of her death has not been disclosed, so all we can do is speculate. That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.